Yeah, man, and that's why I'm trying to get this knee right, man, so I can play and run and do all this extra stuff, you know. So ironically, I went to the surgeon. I had one of those. I think it was a year and 3 months checkup. I went there last week, and basically, I was telling him about certain things that I expected to be already, I guess, already healed, type of thing, like little nicks and stuff that I thought that by now, a year and 3 months, I wouldn't have. He has his own, like, his own recommendations, but I had told him that I'm following a program from you. He took the information down, and he was like, wow, this guy. We were reviewing your Instagram page right there in the office. He's like, wow, this guy looks like he knows what he's doing. I was like, nah. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I've been through two different PTs. I did some other program, some other little bullshit program. Wasn't as extensive as this one. And I told him in 2 months, I felt more relief with your program than all the other bullshit I've done throughout the year and whatever else extra month. And he was like, wow. So then that's what prompted him to let me see his page and this and that. And then, he saw your qualifications and stuff. He's like, wow, this guy, he knows what he's doing. Like everything that he was telling me, I was like, yeah, we have a workout for that. He's like, oh yeah. Cause he kept telling me about the VMOs. And I'm like, yeah, trust me. My guy is like, he has like 4 exercises for the VMOs, and he's like, wow, this guy knows what he's doing. So I was like, I felt good. I felt good when he said that. I was like, all right, cool. So
That's awesome, and I'm super stoked to hear that. I appreciate you sharing that. That's the sort of stuff that gets me fired
mhm,
up. Like, that's why we do this stuff. So that's the stuff that makes me happy, man. And so yeah, like you
right.
said, we've been doing stuff. We're in what, week 8 right now, and yeah, the progress that you've made just in these past couple of months, you've been looking phenomenal. So I'm super super stoked to hear that, man. That's super super cool.
I feel it, and I feel it too. It's just I don't know if it's just me, like, because I've always been an active guy ever since kid, and I'm being a little bit limited now. So I don't know if I'm jumping the gun on the progression. Like I want it to be at a certain level already, and I feel like I'm not. It has nothing to do with the program. I just feel like I don't know. I even discussed it. I was like to him, the surgeon. I said I don't know if there's something wrong or something. Like I want to get it rechecked out. So,
Hmm.
and I scheduled a MRI for in about a week or two just to see what's going on. I wish I would have started this initially from the beginning.
100%. And I know it's very very frustrating to be where you're at, be farther along in the process, and still feel like we're not where it is we want to be. And I do think it really probably comes down to, at the end of the day, just whatever it is that we were doing during that kind of first year or so, just not being as effective as we ideally would like it to be. Like you said, if we've been doing this, if we were 6 months into this right now instead of like 8 weeks, then I think it'd be night and day where you were at. And so it sucks. It's a pain in the ass. Like obviously thinking of, oh, if only I'd done this sooner, if only I'd done this sooner, and
Right.
everything like that. And so, but all we can control now is just kind of where we're at. And so, I mean, the progress that we made in the last 2 months, to think about where we can be in 2 more and 3 more and stuff like that. And so I kind of think about it from our timeline together of like when you guys come and work with me, of like we'll figure out where we're at, kind of meet you where you're at. But even though we're a year and a half like into recovery, like
Right.
I take that with a grain of salt. Of, it's not like we've been working together for a year and a half. So I almost treat it from like, okay, we're at ground zero. Like, what are we doing? So I look at this of like we're 2 months in, and so I know we've done all this other stuff before and everything like that. But let's see where we're at in 6 months of our stuff, even if that's later in like the quote recovery process.
Right.
So I don't, if there's anything that's like wrong, happy for you to get some imaging and stuff like that. Always helps just put the mind at ease. But yeah, since unfortunately it's why I do this stuff, is because a lot of other people go through the situation that you're in of just doing everything that they thought they were supposed to, and just kind of getting a little bit let down, like not really getting everything that they out of it that they wanted to. And so that's why
Right.
we're here. That's why we're gonna fix it now.
Yeah, man. I mean, so like I said, it has been progressing like crazy. Like certain, like in the morning, the leg would be stiff, and I would have to do a whole bunch of hip hinges and stuff, and now I don't even have to do that, and that feels amazing. Trust me, like what I was telling you earlier in our chat, Dave, that the squats. You see how I was doing the VMO squats, and when I want to pop into it, at first I have to crank out a few ones, get it flowing, and then by the second set, I'm usually locked in, and it feels much more looser, and I'm able to, push out the knees or whatever, or push up when I go back up. Especially when I do the reverse treadmill, that shit flushes out like a lot of that pain or whatever feeling, like, the uncomfortableness, the stiffness, that those reverse sleds, it really flushes that out. Then I get crazy. Then I get go crazy there. So
Oh yeah, dude, I love it. I
yeah.
love it. I mean,
So
that's the biggest thing that you've been crushing it on overall, dude. I think it's just overall like intensity. You've been doing a great job of just pushing yourself, pushing yourself, pushing yourself, like
yeah,
while also doing a pretty good job of focusing on details, execution, not forcing things, and then doing a good
right.
like seeing videos, being coachable, everything like that. Like that's why we're making the progress we are so fast, and so it's we just got to keep doing that, man. Just taking things to the next level.
Last thing before I let you go, man. Listen, I want to take a trip out there to Colorado, man, and see that new facility, man.
Dude, 100%. You're welcome anytime, man. The
Yeah,
place is insane. So yeah, you're more
yeah.
than welcome. I'd love to have you out.
Man, for sure, man. Perfect. I appreciate you. I appreciate this call, man.
Always, man. Always. You're welcome to chat anytime, man.
All right, man. Where else are we good? Are you
All right.
good on your side over there?
Oh, dude, I'm golden, man. I'm golden. I couldn't be better. You're crushing it.
All right, my brother. Be safe. Thank you.
You too, Ronald. Have a good one, bro.